to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nicole, can we have roll call?
Mayor Weaver?
Aye.
Alderperson Mayfield? Aye.
Alderperson Hill? Alderperson Marchand?
Aye.
Alderperson McClure?
Aye.
I'd like to ask for a motion for the approval of the agenda.
Make a motion for the approval of the agenda.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? I'd like to ask for the motion for the approval of the consent agenda.
I'd like to make a motion for the approval of
The consent agenda,
I'll second.
Any discussion?
wasn't anything in there.
I have none.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Moving on to resolutions. I'd like to ask for a motion for the approval of Resolution R 2021-16, a resolution approving an equipment lease agreement with 3 and 2 Baseball Club of Johnson County, Inc.
I'd like to make a motion for the passage of resolution 2021-16, a resolution approving the equipment lease agreement with 3 and 2 Baseball Club of Johnson County Incorporated.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
So in this, there is a blank where the dollar amount is.
Yeah, those need to be filled in.
Yes.
So we need to discuss that and fill those in.
I think we discussed dollar amount, I think of $1,800.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And speaking with Nicole, it's kind of, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but 1,500 is about the normal. But then we just replaced the arm on the pitching machine as well.
Yeah.
So I think 18 is fair for the whole year.
I'm good with it. I mean,
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Do you want that paid monthly or month?
monthly.
Whatever's easier.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
What do you think, Amanda?
One payment is easier for me, but
So can I pay that at the end of the season? Because they're not going to be able to pay it up front. I doubt.
it's up to you guys, I don't.
End of the season lump sum is fine with me.
All right. You good with end of season? End of season? Okay.
Now, just to clarify, end of spring, summer season, end of fall season,
Oh,
end of the
good.
year,
Good point.
I was thinking
just in case there's multiple seasons.
Let's put a date on it
Yeah.
to make it easier, because we'll have to revise this contract, but if we can put a date on when the payments can be, that'll be way easier.
Spring summer season ends
July 9th?
July 9th. So a week after that would be July 16th.
And Dana, when's your guys' meeting for fall ball with them?
When, I think we were gonna meet in, like,
Yeah, I think they'd like to meet in July or August.
August to reset for the
Perfect, for the
following
next year.
spring, summer year, yes.
All right.
I don't know if they're planning on fall ball this year or not.
Okay. Thank you.
So how about July 16th? That's the Friday after the baseball season ends.
Seems fair. So, crazy question, I know it's scheduled into the 9th, but do we need to be concerned with any rainouts that pushes it past the 9th?
That's a good question, too.
I'd say 2 weeks past.
What did we do? What was rainouts like the year before? I think we went several.
We had a lot of them that year.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter for
Oh, okay.
when they pay. I mean, if they've still got rain out days, it doesn't matter if they've paid for the equipment and they're still using it after. I mean, they're renting it through the end of the year, so the rain outs or anything. We're just trying to figure out a date when they're going to make the real payment. I think.
Okay. End of each season, or
Yeah, I'd say the end of each season.
yeah.
Well, then we're going to have to split up the rental amount again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And what's the finals? Fall ball. That should put us.
And I think July 16th should be fine.
Yeah.
Only 16? Okay. That's what you guys recommend.
think it should be fine. If we gotta revisit, we
July
revisit.
16th.
We just need to get something in for right now.
All right, July 16th. Everybody's in agreement with that?
Works for me.
Aye.
All right.
We need to vote on that though.
Yeah. All right, do we have to amend that
Yeah.
resolution?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'd like to amend my resolution to add the cost of $1,800 for the year to be paid no later than July 16, 2021.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. I'd like to ask for a motion for approval of Resolution R 2021-17, a resolution approving park and recreation expenses.
I'd like to make a motion for the approval of Resolution 2021-17, a resolution approving park and recreation expenses.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion?
Okay, so going back, we only voted on Alderman McCord's amendment. We didn't vote on the resolution as amended.
Okay. All right, so let's back up on that. Can you retract your motion for Resolution R 2021-17? And then let's go back and re-amend the motion to vote for R 2021-16
As amended.
as amended.
Well, 2021-17 is still on the table.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, 2021-16 is the only one that needs to be redone. So I'd like to make a motion to pass Resolution 2021-16 as amended to show a resolution approving the equipment lease agreement with 3 and 2 Baseball Club of Johnson County Incorporated, but to add in the price of $1,800 for the year and a payment date of July 16,
2021.
2021.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Now, moving forward, there's still a resolution on the table for R17. And I think, Kyron, you gave the first. We don't have a second on that yet.
I'll second.
All right, discussion.
I just had a quick question on the expenses. So for like, we're doing the Easter egg hunt and for Freedom Fest, do we already have the approval from Jackson County to have?
We're calling Jackson County tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's what, we had a meeting right before this to set that plan, so when we call them tomorrow, we have.
Okay. All right. So then I need to amend my resolution because we need to predicate that on Jackson County approving the expenditures for the gathering. All right, so I like to amend my. I like to make a. I like to make a motion for Resolution 2021-17's approval, a resolution approving park and recreation expenses pending approval by Jackson County to be able to host these events.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. That motion is pending the approval of Jackson County. All right. I'd like to ask for a motion for approval of Resolution R 2021-18, a resolution approving an agreement with Municipal One for website hosting support and CMS license.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of Resolution 2021-18, a resolution approving an agreement with Municipal One for website hosting support and CMS license.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Levi, you want to dive into this one?
I think that was Nicole on that one.
There are current website hosts. I think we've been fairly happy with them. They just recently revamped our website. That was a complimentary upgrade due to us being a customer for 3 years. I did include in your little resolution write-up just 2 quotes, didn't go too deep into it, from other similar providers of municipal websites, so this price is competitive.
Did we ever get a mobile version for our website?
So what they did during the upgrade is they added some features to be more compliant for
Mobile friendly.
and disability friendly.
Oh,
So
okay.
they added some features as well to that, so.
Okay. So our site is now, what is it, 504 compliant?
That I don't know. I can check for you.
Okay. It's 504 or 503 compliant for different disability functionality for devices.
I can check on that. There's also down at the bottom right of our page, there's some statements on all of those features, so
Oh,
I'll
okay,
get that
great.
information for you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, I'd like to ask for a motion for the passage of resolution R 2021-19, a resolution approving park and recreation expenses.
All right, I'd like to make a motion for for the passage of resolution R 2021-19, a resolution approving park and recreation expenses.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah,
So-
so since we've received this quote, we've actually done an update, so Travis has those numbers for you.
What do we want to know? The total?
Uh-huh.
Total is $4,534.17. That would be for signage, hand sanitizer stations with the waste, trash cans, and an engraved sign front and back for Hit Park and in front of the school. So new signage there, so it's
Okay.
more noticeable. Hand sanitizing stations goes with the CARE Act. Those will be at Freedom and Hit as well.
We will get a 15% discount code on these items, so just brought the price down.
Nicole
What's the-
haggled that, no big deal.
What'd you say the price was, Travis?
It is $4,534.17.
Which is down. I like it.
So since we're spending less, you can still pass this resolution as written.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, I'd like to ask for a motion for the approval of resolution R 2021-20, a resolution approving the submission of a grant application to the 15th, am I saying that right? The 15th and the Mohan?
15 animals.
Okay.
That's the quarterback for the Chiefs.
Foundation for an all-inclusive playground equipment. Playground.
I'd like to make a motion for the passage of resolution 2021-20, a resolution approving the submission of a grant application to the 15 and Mahomes Foundation for an all-inclusive playground.
I'll second.
Any discussion? What did that number mean again?
Huh?
15.
15, yeah.
Any discussion?
So, Dana, if you wanna chime in on this one?
So, it's $15,000 is what they will allot. It's all done online. I will get that submitted if you guys approve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Do you know when we'll hear back from them, or what a
That
timeline looks like?
it doesn't say. So, I know they only grant them once a year,
Uh-huh.
so it may be I'm not real sure what the cutoff date is exactly. So,
Thank you very much for
Yep.
doing that.
per you?
I vaguely recall, but yeah, I do recall you guys rescinding that, having you guys rescind that vote. And that was for the fireworks,
That is correct.
yes. So, we did get 3 bids on that?
We have bids, we have 2 bids. The third one that I contacted declined to bid because they are booked that evening.
Okay.
So, I have 2.
And if I recall correctly, you guys were looking at not the lowest bid,
Correct?
but I think it was the one right above it.
Correct?
What was it, $500 more, but they
About
offered
$400 more. yeah.
$400 more, but they'd also offered
50
more.
more shells.
I'm with that.
It's in here.
So, basically, the reason why I had them rescind that vote was because it is the lowest, because there was a bid that was lower, we had to justify why we were accepting a higher bid on that.
And we said it wasn't really apples to apples because there are more shells in the higher one than the lower one. So, they were both given the same dollar, we asked for bids that came in under $9,900. I set the parameters of, we were looking for about a 20-minute show with certain things. These are what they came back with.
Okay.
So basically, want to make sure that when we draft that, we acknowledge why we didn't accept the lowest bid. I just want to make sure that we had all of our bases covered so that nothing can come back on us, just to be safe.
Got it.
So then we can add that to the next agenda.
They need to vote on it first, though, right?
That's
I
true.
won't- We won't meet before, unless we call another special meeting.
They
Okay.
don't need to vote on it? Okay. So then we can add it to our next agenda, or, yeah, we can add it to our next agenda.
Would you like to contract with Walden Company then?
Yes, that is the company that you guys were wanting to go with?
Correct.
Right. And then, let's see, we have the RFP for the 2000 fireworks stand proposal. Nicole.
So we received 3 proposals for the RFP that we published in the Lee Center Tribune as well as on the city website for the location we've used many years, 2202 West Main for a fireworks stand. We received 3 proposals. I put a summary of the proposals in the packet as well as the full submissions. It's for the board to discuss.
All right,
Any other
so
questions?
they did have several questions that they wanted to know what the city was going to provide on that.
Well, if you guys want to talk about which proposal you want to explore further, then we can kind of tackle each one.
Okay.
I like the last one, which I think is the one that is from.
Harder Investments.
Yes. Looks like they have experience. Looks like they're offering the city the most. Would be most advantageous for the city. Looks like their insurance is already in place. Looks like they have their ducks in a row for the most part. Or not for the most part. Looks like they have their ducks in a row. And I think the city would benefit the most from them. Now, that said, the questions that they asked, does this change their RFP?
I mean, I think some of these answers we'd have to discuss because depending on our answers, I mean, they would like to have the fireworks stand now, but I think they need to know this information before they move forward.
Well, see, okay, and the only reason I say that is because their RFP needs to stand without these questions. Because if we're gonna go back and answer all these questions, and everybody gets a chance to submit questions. Their RFP should stand with or without these questions, and then we can discuss these, but these shouldn't alter the numbers that they gave us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's basically giving them a second chance.
Mhm.
We can't do that.
Correct.
So I like them, but I don't want to answer these questions, and I don't want to answer these questions and them be able to come back and say yes or no. So I would like to go back to them and say, hey, we accept your RFP. We'll answer these questions later, or these questions can't be binding in your RFP, because if that's the case, then your RFP is not valid.
Starts the whole process all over again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, I'm in agreement with Alderman McClure on that.
I am as well.
I mean, I doubt they'll.
I doubt, yeah, I
offer
doubt they're
the
gonna
best.
just pull their RFP or pull their, you know, if
Yeah.
they're awarded to them.
I
I
don't
doubt
know if-
they're gonna back out of it saying, okay, well, you didn't provide X,
Right.
but,
But who knows what A would have known provided a city dumpster, or if they would have known we provided. Their numbers might include them providing this stuff. So the RFP needs to be submitted as it is, and then anything else can be anything else. If we didn't say it in our RFP that we were going to provide this stuff, then y'all need to assume that we're not. And the numbers that you gave us should be based off of that.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
So I like the proposal. I just want to make sure that they understand that this has no bearing on it.
Sure. You good, Malik?
Yeah.
Alright. So basically, everybody's in agreement with, you know, Carter as far as what they're offering, so.
Okay.
I believe we can add that to the next agenda? Or do we vote on it tonight?
No, we don't vote on
No,
it.
no voting, but,
I mean, because we need to have a contract with them.
Yeah.
right.
Alright,
But, I mean, I don't know if we'll be ready to have that contract with them next meeting, but we'll work on that.
okay. Thank you. Alright, let's move on to department reports. Park Board.
We want more. We want more.
Like I said earlier, we're contacting Jackson County Health Department about the Easter egg hunt tomorrow. As soon as we know something, I will let you all know. And baseball's done. I love seeing, I think the last time we checked, there was 186 people that had registered, which is awesome. I'm super excited. That's about all I have for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Public Works, Travis. I need energy.
What's going on? I really don't have anything to report. I'm here to inform. So we bought an asphalt truck, and it's been sitting, unfortunately. The asphalt truck isn't coming out until everyone is trained on the asphalt truck. I'm not gonna blow up a $220,000 vehicle on day one. So I don't know where the information is that that thing was coming out as soon as possible. But it is coming out probably the 25th and 26th after everyone's trained and we know everyone can go out on their own and handle that vehicle. So, asphalt and potholes have been being taken care of this week with just premium patch. We did quite a few of those. Curb work is correlation of asphalt, mowing, and anything in between that might come up. We've been getting a bunch of people with that too. We start with our 5s and then we move our way down to the not so significant. If you have a crack in the curb, that's not a 5. That is a 1 to us. So that's bottom of the totem pole. So if you think contacting certain people will move you up because you have a crack, it's not going to happen. There's more decayed curb work that we need to do that's priority. We have that priority and it's being addressed. Is it going to be as fast as everybody wants? Probably not, but it will get done. Just like 20th. 20th took us almost a year and a half because we had other things come up. We had a road fall, we had a drainage fall, we had all that stuff. But the asphalt truck will come out. You'll see it on the 23rd and 24th during the training, and then we'll be out. I promise. That's all I got. It's train. I just want everyone to be safe, know what they're doing on the vehicle, and I want each individual that we have to know how to run it before we send it out. Dustin has the camera right on me.
How about a Casey's?
I got a mask on. No mask.
He drives a Chevy.
Blue shirt. I got more shirts in the trunk.
Thank you, Travis.
Try it. Yeah, try it.
Sorry, Chief.
I would really like to be moved in the order. Follow tracks. I don't have a whole lot. I apologize for not having my monthly report to you as I normally do. Obviously, with me being gone for a week, I didn't get it done, but it will be in your next packet. Just a couple quick things. Captain Fordham finished his instructor development course. He did well at that, so now it gives him the opportunity. He has that knowledge to put together comprehensive lesson plans and deliver those under a post-certified type environment. So we'll be able to get our lesson plans his lesson plans through a little easier now. Additionally, Sergeant Calhoun has been attending for the last 12 weeks the CALIA Accreditation Managers Training. It's an online training class, and it saved us some money doing it online. It's a little more difficult because you don't have that Socratic method of learning with the group think and stuff of a classroom. But he's wrapping that up, so we look forward to him being done with that and being able to put some of that to good use and march forward with our CALIA accreditation. Other than that, I'd be happy to take any questions you have.
Congrats, Fordham and Calhoun.
Oh, one more thing. Tiffany Barnes, who was a little late on it because I was gone, but Tiffany Barnes, Detective Barnes, was awarded the HITS Award, so congratulations there.
Congratulations.
And that's all I got, sorry.
Oh, you're all right. Thank you very much, Chief.
Yeah, thanks.
Administration.
Just want to remind everybody that the voter registration deadline is tomorrow. So if you're wanting to vote in the next election for Greenwood, which is April 6th, if you've moved, changed your name, you need to re-register, or you just moved into town, you need to register, you can stop by City Hall and we will register you to vote. Whether you live in Jackson or Cass County, we can do that for you.
Great.
And business license renewals have gone out, so just if you have licensed business in Greenwood recently for the past year and possibly even further back, because we're going a little bit further back, you'll receive a renewal notice in the mail.
Great.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes.
Does that include the food trucks that were here last year?
No, because we don't send renewals for temporaries.
Okay.
Just because likelihood of them coming back kind of slim, but
That just lets me know what I need to tell them.
yeah,
Thank you.
we can work on that.
All right. Great. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
All right. If we have no further business, then let's move into closed session. 1, 11, 12, 13.
I'd like to make a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Missouri Statute 610.021.1.11.12.13, and that the record be closed.
I'll second.
Alderperson Babiars,
Aye.
Alderperson Hill, Alderperson Marchand,
Aye.
Alderperson McClure.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Good luck this guy,